Hey, we're going to be teaching you some of the basics for Chapter 4, which is congruent triangles. Hope you enjoy.
Parts of special triangles. An isosceles triangle has two legs that are congruent, along with the base angles that are also congruent. And then there is a vertex angle. A right triangle has a 90 degrees angle with two legs. And there's also the hypotenuse, which is the longest side. And then the isosceles theorem is a biconditional that says that if two angles are congruent, then the opposite sides are also congruent.
Now we're going to classify triangles by angles. This is a acute triangle, which is less than 90. And then we have the obtuse triangle, which is more than 90 degrees. And we have the right triangle, which is equal to 90 degrees, this angle right here. And then we have the equilateral triangle, which is when all the angles are equal to 60.
Okay, now we're going to classify triangles by sides. The first triangle is a scalene triangle, which is when 0 of the sides are congruent. None of them are equal, and none of the angles are equal either. So, yeah. And then the next triangle is the isosceles, which is where 2 of the angles are congruent, and then 2 of the sides are congruent. And the last triangle we have is equilateral, which is where everything's equal. All the sides are equal, and all the angles are equal.
Hi, I'm going to tell you some things to remember about this chapter. Okay. So, important things to remember are the exterior angle theorem property. Here it states that the exterior angle always equals the two innermost remote angles on a triangle. I'm going to now invite my drawer, Tay-Tay, to come up here and draw me a triangle that states this property. This is the exterior angle, and these two things happen to be the two innermost remote angles. And you know what they equal? Him, the exterior angle.
Okay, so there are 5 different ways to prove whether or not a triangle is congruent to the other triangle. The first way is by SSS, and that stands for side, side, side. And the way you figure that out is by proving that all of the sides are congruent. The next way is by side angle side, SAS. And that is when you have 2 sides that are equal, and then you have the angle in between the 2 sides that is also equal. The next way is by ASA, which is where you have 2 angles that are congruent, and then you have the side in between the 2 angles that is also congruent. The next way to classify a triangle is by AAS, or angle, angle, side. And this is when you have 2 angles that are congruent, but the side that is congruent is not in between the 2. It's another side on the triangle. The last way to classify a triangle is by HL. And this is when you have both of the triangles have right angles, and then one side is congruent and the other side is congruent.
Oh, it's a video.
Oh, it's a video?
And gave it to
I don't
me.
know.
Yo, homies from Wyoming. It's me, Lady Speedstick, and my friend
But my Aunt Julia, what she do?
Julio. We are here to introduce a couple music video countdown numbers for you all to enjoy and learn from. This is like Schoolhouse Rock Live for the hipper generation.
Told you I made dinner plans.
Hi, it's me, and these are important to
This is gonna take us like 3 hours.
Now that she has an accent.
Oh my gosh, I'm sick of videos.
accent. Is it like? I look better closer up. I look better closer up. I look better closer up.
Wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums.